Imagine listening to a radio with constant static. Annoying, right? The incessant noise can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you're trying to catch an important broadcast or communicate with someone. This is a common issue faced by many radio users, whether they're hobbyists, professionals, or emergency responders. That's where SQUELCH comes in. SQUELCH is a feature found on most radios that helps to eliminate this unwanted background noise. SQUELCH is like a gatekeeper for your radio. It acts as a filter, allowing only the signals that are strong enough to be heard clearly to pass through. It silences the airwaves when no one is transmitting. This means that when there's no active communication, your radio remains quiet, saving you from the constant hiss and static. Think of SQUELCH as a volume threshold. You set this threshold to determine the minimum signal strength required for the radio to unmute and let the audio through. Weak signals and background noise stay below this threshold. They're effectively blocked out, ensuring that you only hear the transmissions that matter. When a strong signal arrives, it breaks through the SQUELCH and you hear it loud and clear. This is particularly useful in environments with a lot of radio traffic or interference. SQUELCH is crucial for clear communication. It ensures that you can focus on the important messages without being distracted by irrelevant noise. Without it, you'd be bombarded by hiss and static, making it hard to hear important messages. This can be particularly problematic in critical situations where clear communication is essential. It's like having a filter that only lets the good stuff through. By using SQUELCH, you can ensure that your radio communication is as clear and effective as possible, making it an indispensable tool for anyone relying on radio transmissions. Finding the right SQUELCH setting is key. It's a delicate balance that can make a significant difference in your radio communication experience. Set it too high and you might miss weaker transmissions. These could be important messages that you don't want to overlook. Set it too low and you'll be drowning in noise. The constant static can be incredibly distracting and make it hard to focus on the actual communication. Most radios have a SQUELCH knob or button. This feature is designed to help you filter out unwanted noise and focus on clear signals. Start with the SQUELCH turned all the way down, open. This will allow you to hear everything, including the static. You'll hear lots of noise. This is normal and expected at this stage. Slowly increase the SQUELCH until the noise disappears. This process requires patience as you fine-tune the setting. The sweet spot is just above, where the noise stops. This ensures that you are filtering out the static, but still receiving all the important transmissions. This ensures you hear all legitimate transmissions without the distraction of static. Clear communication is crucial, especially in critical situations. Remember, the ideal setting may vary depending on your environment and the radio you're using. Always be prepared to adjust as needed to maintain clarity. Beyond basic SQUELCH, there are advanced types like tone SQUELCH, CTCS, and digital SQUELCH, DCS. These advanced SQUELCH systems are designed to enhance communication clarity and security, making them essential tools for both amateur and professional radio users. These act like passwords, only allowing radios with the matching code to communicate. This ensures that only intended parties can join the conversation, adding a layer of privacy and reducing the chances of interference from other users. CTCS, or Continuous Tone-Coded SQUELCH System, uses inaudible tones to filter signals. These sub-audible tones are embedded in the transmission, allowing the receiver to recognize and respond only to signals with the matching tone. Imagine it like assigning a specific ringtone to a contact in your phone. Just as you can identify who is calling by the ringtone, CTCS helps your radio identify which signals to pay attention to. Only calls from that contact will ring with that tone. This selective filtering is crucial in environments with multiple radio users, ensuring that you only hear the communications meant for you. DCS, or Digital Coded SQUELCH, is similar but uses digital codes instead of tones. These digital codes provide an even more secure method of filtering communications, as they are less susceptible to interference and eavesdropping. It's like having a more secure password for your radio conversations. With DCS, you can ensure that your communications remain private and protected from unauthorized listeners. Both CTCSS and DCS help reduce unwanted chatter and interference. By filtering out signals that do not match the set tone or code, these systems maintain clear and focused communication channels. They're particularly useful in busy environments or for private conversations. Whether you're in a crowded city or a remote location, advanced SQUELCH systems like CTCS and DCS ensure that your radio communications are efficient, secure, and free from unnecessary noise. Mastering SQUELCH transforms your radio experience. It's the difference between clear, concise communication and a cacophony of static. By understanding how to adjust SQUELCH and utilize advanced features like CTCS and DCS, you gain greater control over your radio. Experiment with different settings and find what works best for you. Remember, clear communication is crucial, whether you're on a construction site, coordinating an event, or simply enjoying the outdoors. So, go ahead, cut through the noise and make your voice heard.